Hi there, it's me here, and I'm here with chapter 6 of the Mollimi People from Deep Space. And chapter 6 is called The Month of December on Earth. On Earth, it is the month of December, and the first Christmas preparations have begun. In the shops and on the streets, people are busy putting up lights and Christmas decorations. At Emma's house, they are about to get ready for a new day of school and work. Victor and Emma are sitting at the breakfast table while their mother makes the lunches and their father reads the newspaper. "I said good night to you through the television last night, Dad." Victor smiles at his father with a mouth full of oatmeal. "Did you, buddy?" Eric looks up from his newspaper and smiles at his son. "Do you know what I wish for my Christmas gift this year, Daddy?" "No, what do you wish for?" Eric sets the newspaper aside for a moment to look at Victor. "I wish for Angel to get her puppies." Victor looks over at their dog, who is stretched out, lying in her bed. "That's a good wish," says Eric and smiles. "What do you wish for Christmas, Emma?" Victor looks at his big sister, who is smiling a bit cautiously. She knows exactly what she wishes for, but she cannot say it out loud. "I wish for a new pair of roller skaters," is how she answers him, and she lovingly ruffles her little brother's hair. He rewards her attention with a big smile. What do you wish for your Christmas gift, Mom?" Victor looks at his mother, who has just finished putting together the lunches. She sits at the table with a cup of coffee. Emma notices that their parents almost never look at each other, but Victor does not see it. "I wish..." Birgitta tries to look happy and considers. "I wish for peace on earth and that all children live a good life." Eric sighs from behind the newspaper, but does not say anything. "But Mom, what do you really want for a Christmas gift?" demands Victor, and he looks at his mother with a determined expression. "Okay, I wish for a very pretty blouse, one that I can use when I go to work." "Should it have flowers on it?" asks Victor, just before he puts the last spoonful of oatmeal into his mouth. "Yes, it can have flowers." Birgitta smiles at her son. She runs a little flower shop not so far from where they live. "Dad, Mom wants a blouse with flowers on it for her Christmas gift." Victor looks at his father, who nods absent-mindedly from behind the newspaper. "But now we have to hurry, as it's almost time to go," says Birgitta as she gets up and begins to clear the table. Not long after they are all on their way out the door. Emma is in the 7th grade and usually walks or bikes to school by herself. Victor is in his last year in preschool, and Birgitta walks him there before walking to work at the flower shop. Eric's work is further away, so he usually takes the car. On the way to school, Emma bikes through a park. Today she stops when she sees her classmate Martin, who is a little timid boy with dark blonde hair, brown friendly eyes and dimples. He's picking up his books and school things off the ground, and his bicycle and backpack are down in the grass away from the path. "What happened?" she asks as she sets her bike just off the path and helps him pick up his books. "It was..." Martin looks down and is completely quiet for a moment. "It was 2 boys and a girl. They go to another school." He looks unhappy and Emma picks up one of the books still on the ground. It's dirty and damaged. But did they do this on purpose? Did they stomp on your books? She looks at Martin in disbelief as she questions him. He does not answer. She looks at his jacket, which is torn and very dirty on one side. Did they push you and ruin your jacket? Emma asks. Martin makes the tiniest nod with his head. But we have to tell our teachers at school, and we have to tell your parents, she says kindly. Martin looks at Emma in despair. No, you must not say anything to anyone, he insists. But have they done this before? Asks Emma. Yes, answers Martin, and he bows his head. It's happened many times, but you must promise me that you won't tell anyone. That will just make it worse. But have they threatened you? Asks Emma and shakes her head in disbelief. I don't want to talk about this anymore, says Martin, determined. He looks away and Emma does not say anything more. She can see that Martin is shaken up, and as they walk together the rest of the way to school, they do not say another word about what has happened. In school they have history for their first lesson. Emma cannot concentrate. For the most part she sits and stares out the window without listening to what the teacher is saying. Until the Christmas break, the subject is about native peoples. Despite the great efforts of their teacher, Mr. Jacob, it is difficult for him to get the children interested in the subject. Many of them have problems with sitting still and listening, and Mr. Jacob has to scold them for making too much noise and commotion. Emma looks over at Martin a few times and smiles encouragingly at him when he meets her gaze, but he mostly sits still and does not say anything.